daily basis and tri-basis because I'm going to talk about managing stress and how you can manage your stress to live a healthy lifestyle. So yeah, I'm going to go into some personal stuff. Or first I want to ask a question actually. How many of you guys are stressed maybe once a day, once a week, once or twice? So it obviously affects everyone in the room and it affects me too. One thing I noticed stress is I didn't introduce my full self. I'm not Ryan Johnson.
Yeah, you are.
RA.
So I'm Ryan Johnson, and we just had RA selection. You know, and RA engagement next year, but something that comes in, something that happens when you're an RA is you live a very stressful life. There's a lot of things that happen at once, and I'm sure Parker has heard me talk about a lot of things that need to get out of my mind. And I'll talk about expressing your feelings with others. I'm not this guy who expresses my feelings all the time, but Parker hears a lot of them, I want to say. So moving into that, so right now I do school, or I do an internship, and I'm an RA. So every morning I wake up at 4 in the morning, take a shower, drive to my internship, work all day, and then come back at 2 or 3. And I get back and I can see all your wonderful faces. But along that comes the stress of waking up early, the stress of being on time to your job, especially when it's an internship, and you have to be there on time or you look bad. They're not paying you, so they might make you do something you don't want to do that day, or they might fire you. And then when you get back from your internship, you have your job, or your RA job, which is a job. It's a 24/7 job. I can't tell you how many texts I get asking for something or how many knocks on the door. People come to my door at 9 or 10 at night, not to wake up at 4, but you get up and you do them anyways. Those all called stress. So I personally have a lot of things I do that help relieve stress, and I'm going to give you 6 things that normally cause stress in individuals like us. So the first one, and I read an article actually. I'm really into self-improvement, so I like reading about things that I can analyze myself or improve myself with. But this article was by Susan Krause Whitmore. She's a PhD, and she teaches at the University of Massachusetts Amherst. And in this article, she talks about things that kind of stress people out on a daily or weekly basis and how to get rid of them. I came up with things that I want to do, maybe you'll start doing them too. But the first one, the stress is in the mind of the beholder. So if you're constantly thinking you're stressed out, or you say you're constantly stressing over classwork, you can't do that because you just got to take a break. You just got to take a break. Then that's what she emphasized, how if you have all these things going on, say you're studying for 4 hours a night, take a 45-minute break or a 25-minute break. Any kind of break that gets your mind off the thing that has to be studied will help in the end. The second thing is stress begets stress. So the more you stress yourself out, the more you get stressed. And you all know what I'm talking about when I say that. You're stressing over a test, then you stress out over maybe a bad relationship with a friend. You stress out over getting up early for AMs. You stress out because your shower door is locked and you can't take a shower in the morning. I've seen some pretty bad things happen with that. Emotional labor. So all of you have friends. Sometimes friendships go good and sometimes they go bad. And when you have a bad friendship, that friendship kind of takes you down a notch if you're stressed over something like that. It's hard for me to explain that because I have a great group of friends. I don't really get stressed over them, but the drama, the college drama, can interfere with everyone's life. And then, this is why you never want to wake up. You never want to wake up on the bad side of the bed, because research has proven that if you start the morning with a bad mood, you're more than likely to end up having a bad mood for the rest of the day. So some of the tips I will talk about in a few minutes maybe will help that bad mood. Turn that frown upside down. Right? And then watch out for bullies. Bullies can be anything anything that's stressing you out because it won't leave. But seriously, if someone's bothering you, you gotta get away from them because that's just an added stress. And if you can't get away from them, like put in your iPhone or headphones or do something that you really like, which is leading me to my things that I do. So some things that help unstress me during the day. After my internship, I normally game for about 2 hours. I play Call of Duty and I love it. I play skate and I love it. And that really de-stresses me because I'm doing something I really like to do and I'm having fun with it. Another thing I like to do is exercise. I've noticed since my internship, I haven't been exercising as much as I used to. So I've kind of tanked in the sleep-wise and feeling-wise. We have a trainer.
Don't tell me that.
But yeah, I've tanked down a little bit, but I've already created a system for me to get back into my routine. And for me, working out is a big stress reliever because this is going to sound generic, but I leave it all in the gym. I don't like to come back from the gym upset about something that didn't go right. I want to try taking that all out at the gym, and I found that has always helped me relieve my stress because I love a good workout. One of my favorite de-stressors is snowboarding. I'm an avid snowboarder. A lot of you don't know that probably, but I love to snowboard and I love being in the mountains, and whenever I go to the mountains, I feel relaxed, I feel peaceful, and I really honestly forget about everything that happens at school, at work, and just in my life because I'm doing something that I'm focused on and I really like. And then talking it out with someone. We have a great health and wellness staff here that is always willing to talk to you. There's hotlines and numbers, and I've actually used it too. And some people get embarrassed about expressing their feelings to others, but it's nothing you should ever be embarrassed about because everyone has problems. And if say you're having a bad day, you're not the only person having a bad day in the world. And that was just some stuff I wanted to share tonight. I didn't really have a huge plan to tell you guys. I just wanted to focus on something that really troubles my life sometimes, and hopefully you take something out of this and realize that you might be having a bad day, but there's always a way to turn it around. Especially when you can walk out to 70-degree weather with a blue sky. It's always nice. So I thank you for listening, and hopefully you get something out of it.